Morning world, and welcome to Wednesday 13th of April. This is gonna hurt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $37, $38, $39, $40, $41, $42, $43, $44, $45, $46. We'll call that an even 150. 150 meters of pipe between here, the ditch, and there. Plus 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. 43. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. One, two, three, 4. 230 meters of pipe. I think I'll get a quote first. $230 meters of 4-inch pipe. That's going to be the solid, like, sewage drain pipe, which I'm going to use to take the stormwater from the yard, which will include gullies and connection points and manhole covers and stuff like that, and probably another 100 meters of, if not 150 meters actually, of perforated pipe, land drain pipe, and 20 or 40 tons of clean stone to go on top. We don't have enough planers left, so I'm going to have to use stone. It's one of those things. It's not what it is. It's a nice to do job. It's a job I would like to do, but it's also a necessary job. If you've been with me for a while, you'll understand how much water we get coming down through our yard and the issues that gives us with animal housing and bedding and just getting rid of the water. The top half of our field, the avenue, which is the field immediately below the barn, if it's wet, we just can't get out there because the water runs over the top and the whole place gets sodden. So the idea being is I want to take off as much rainwater and surface water going over the top of the field as possible. So basically what I would call clean water, put that underground and straight down to the ditch, and then you'll still get some runoff from stuff like that, but it just means that anything running off the yard that gets out into the field, then instead of being mixed with rainwater and being liquefied and getting away, it's the idea being I prevent stuff that shouldn't getting into the water courses. It will not reach that far. Yeah, it's one of those things where this is something that's been wanting to be done for years, but now we've built the barns and looking at keeping livestock in there, keeping them dry, keeping any produce we put in the barns dry. I have to do something with the water. Fortunately, I'm not eligible for any grant aid for that, so this is going to be well, we've got to self-fund it, but I've got an extra source of income now that I didn't have 5 years ago, because there's no way we could have afforded this 5 years ago, not really. But because of the income, the extra income we get off of the YouTube channel, every penny of that goes back into the farm. We don't take any of that for ourselves. You watching this video and clicking through the adverts or becoming a member, whatever else that, you have increased the income to the farm. Basically, you almost doubled what we make in the year, but every single penny is going back either into the farm. I'd say 95% of it is the farm, and 5% will go into actually producing videos. So it's things like upgrading my camera equipment and all sorts of that. A bit of money will go into that, but pretty much every other penny goes into the farm. So the 2 barns we've just built, the smaller of the 2 barns is being funded by YouTube, and that will be paid for probably next year from YouTube funding. And this drainage we're going to do now, not all of it, but a large proportion of that, some of that's going to come out of my savings, but some of that is also going to come out of income that has been generated and hopefully will continue to be generated by our YouTube channel. I mean, it's one of those things, I can't rely on YouTube or the channel to buy and supply stuff, because social media and the world of social media and Google and everything else, it can all be, the rug can be whipped out from underneath my feet at pretty much any time. I've only got to make a bad mistake or do something stupid or injure myself that I can't make videos, because at the end of the day, if I don't make the videos, there's no income. I've got to keep going. So you can't rely on it. So I'm very wary about spending beyond what I know I can pay back. It's very easy this day and age to get into debt. I don't like debt. I mean, I don't mind my mortgage, because that's a long-term debt. I mean, we did nearly pay that off once, came that close to paying my mortgage off, and then we bought the golf course. So I put a load back on again. But you know what, that is all down to, as far as I'm concerned, good investment, money well spent. Don't like paying the interest rates, but then that's just life. Everybody's got to earn a shilling, including the banks, although they prefer to earn a pound than a shilling. So yeah, so we are now off to Plastech, go and see my friends down there, and we'll do a little bit of haggling, I think, and see what 230 meters of 4-inch pipe is going to cost me. I may or may not share that with you, because if he gives me a really good deal, he might, you know, he might, but he might not want to share it. It might be a case of, this is a deal for you, Ian, nobody else. That's wishful thinking, isn't it? It is what it is. So yeah, a load more digging to be done, a load more pipes to lay, a load more concrete to make, while the cattle are still shut in, and I reckon they're probably going to be in for another 3, maybe 4 weeks even. I mean, it's way past where I want them to be shut in, but the grass isn't growing. I need the grass to get in front of them. So while the ground is firm enough and the soil is starting to warm up, it means that maybe if I get stuck into this project, I can get it done and I can get it reseeded. It's not going to be growing before the cattle are out there. I'll put some seed on it. Whether or not it's actually going to do anything, I don't know. It's probably going to be a case of running a rotavator over it or something in the autumn, levelling up and reseeding it then. There's going to be a nasty stripe across my field. Can't do much about that. The cattle are going to dig it up. Whatever I do, they're going to dig it up. So, but in 5 years' time, the ground should be healed. It'll still be visible from space because there'll be a different grass on there, but I'm hoping the yards will be dry, the cattle will be dry, the sheds, the buildings, everything will be dry. because if it's not, this is a complete waste of time and money. The joys. Always get a smile here. They're always cheerful and happy and pleased to see me. It's probably because I always spend money in here, but yeah, I like it down here. It's a happy place to come spend all your money. Okay, so I've just bought 230 meters of 110mm. Basically, I think it's basically sewage pipe. The reason I've done that over the corrugated land drain is, one, it won't silt up from groundwater soaking into the pipe. It's literally that pipe's job is to take water off the yards, and that's it. And normally when it's taking water off the yards, it's like a flush. So if we get some rain, it will just flush it through the pipe. It's not just seeping into the pipe gently over a period of time, and you'll get a layer of silt in there. And bearing in mind that I don't put my pipes in with a laser level, like I just said to the nice young lady. My pipe work kind of goes in. I know it's going downhill, and as long as I get my trench depth right and I concentrate on what I'm doing, it should all run away. But I don't spend thousands of pounds on pea gravel and everything else to get my pipes exactly spot on dead level. There's going to be little tiny peaks and troughs in it. Without getting a proper company in to chain dig it or something, which I can't afford. Yeah, this is DIY at its, I won't say at its worst, at my best. And I'm hoping that my best is better or good enough. Yeah, I know what I mean. So I bought 230 meters of 110mm solid pipe, and I bought another 150 meters of 4-inch, I've gone 4-inch this time, perforated land drain, which I'm going to run down the side of it. So there's still going to be water being taken from the field. So I'm still going to have to back up the pipe, if not the whole length in the wet spots. I'm going to have to back it up with some clean stone so that it will actually collect the water and drain it away. I will have to get a gully, a connecting gully, which I haven't ordered. I've forgotten that, so I'll have to order that. So this is going to be I won't say extortionately expensive. It's not going to be cheap, but it's doable. It's within my budget to buy this lot. So I expect the pipe, by the time I've finished, is going to be around about £1,000 for all the pipe, I would think. I've just bought 2 trap gullies, including the iron grills to go over it. That's going to go on the side of the barn, so I'd like to get them fitted over the weekend. So if I can tomorrow, if I can get my truck back from the tree team, I don't think they need it tomorrow. It'll be a trip down to Cullermore's for another ton of aggregate and some more cement, and then that'll be perhaps a job for me over the bank holiday weekend, that I can then fit these 2 gully traps to take the water from the yard and off the roof of the new shed. So just doing the one at the moment, and get rid of it. So it's all a grand plan. It's all up here. I kind of know where I'm going and what I'm doing. I've just got to find the time to do it. And I weather. Weather's quite important. Nice to feel the heat of the sun on my back for a change. It's really pleasant out here. And progress. Sheep are cozy now. As for me, well, I've kept myself busy out here, digging holes. So, ordered the pipe this morning, that's coming tomorrow. I also ordered 20 ton of clean 40mm stone to go behind here. That was scary, really scary. So this is the project for the weekend. Bit tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday I'll be on this, I expect. Hopefully by Monday all this will be filled back in again and nearly done. That is the plan. So I'm using the different coloured layers. This is the yellow clay and we're down into the bluey grey clay at the bottom. So I'm literally just taking my level at the top of the blue grey clay, which, if that works, it should mean that this trench should line up with that trench over there for my connection. I hope. What are we on? We are on Dick Eye, or grass level, Nut Eye. On this side, I reckon that's Nut Eye as well. We ain't gonna be far away. I need a cup of tea. And my arse needs to move. Odd man noises. Ooh. Right, so I don't know what we've done. 75, 80 metres plus the other 20 odd we've done. So about 100 metres dug so far today. Not too bad. Let's get Mrs. P to rub it better for me.
Gonna rise up, gonna get going. Take this day by storm on. Gonna wake up in a new light. Next day do it some more. Damn, wake up in the morning and we're good to go. Gonna get some hustle till done. Next day doing encore.